What's good, y'all? Thank you so much for coming back to Kick It with a Real Raw Brown Skin John. If you're interested, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so we can keep this content moving around his YouTube. What? Screeds. All right, y'all? And let's just dive right into it. So, hold on. What you talking about? So, today we are going to talk about what I like to call fairy tale teens, okay? Fairy tale teens is that dream love, right? You can only get it through divine love, all right? So, I've been sitting on this message for a little bit now because, and sorry if I see smoke, I don't think you should see too much smoke, but if you do, that's just that Palos burning, you feel me? But, and just a quick disclaimer as well, this is going to be pretty much a lengthy message, so if you ain't trying to hear me running my mouth, I will just click off and go watch another video, you dig me? But, let's dive right into it again. I've been sitting on this message for a little bit because I don't know, I'm like, Spirit, I don't want to talk about that. The Spirit was like, you gonna talk about what I need you to talk about, hello? So I was like, okay. So I'm gonna share with y'all some prophetic dreams I had, okay? Because it was very telling. And then we're gonna get into the fairy tale teens. I'm gonna break everything down for y'all. So the first dream I had, okay, a masculine energy was laid up with a feminine energy, the divine pair, okay? And it was a very chill thing. It was chilling. It was vibing, mobbing, cooling. You know what I'm saying? And relax with each other. You know, I could really feel that comfortable, at home feeling, right? And so the masculine gets a call from the karmic, and the karmic is basically like, where the fuck you at? And the masculine like, oh, I'm with a client. Right? So, hold on, let me finish. The masculine like, I'm with a client or whatever. So, divine feminine was looking at him like, bitch, don't be lying on me. Like, dude, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Take the test. Like, what you talking about? So, he like, hold up. So he leaves, he goes downstairs. I guess she ended up pulling up or whatever. And then later on, another energy was coming up. It was like an apartment building. And another energy came upstairs and was basically telling the divine feminine, like, that nigga down there pleading his case with some other chick, like, oh, I'm not doing nothing, blah, blah, blah. And it was telling divine feminine, like, I think you should just get what you need from this nigga and move on type thing. You know what I mean? Keep it pushing. And divine feminine was like, yeah, I know, all the motherfucker do was lie. That was the funniest part. I was like, yeah, bitch. Like, it was just like, I know. Like, I already know. This nigga lie. All right. And so the second dream I had, the karmic was trying to make the divine feminine jealous with her beauty, right? She like was kind of just sitting there like, but it was very snooty, like, bitch, like I'm cuter than you. And divine feminine just looking at her like, bitch, I know this ain't what you think you. I know you ain't know what I think you're trying to do. You trying to make me jealous? Stop it, please stop. So then, but she's kind of looking at her masculine for support, but the masculine's like not really saying or doing much. He's just kind of like with the head down type of thing. Like, I don't want to get into it. And it's just like divine feminine became a little intimidated in that moment because it was kind of like, well, if this was what you wanted, why the fuck you here type thing, you know? And so this is what I got from both dreams. So for the first dream, they lied to protect you. I know we don't want to hear that shit, but they be lying to protect you, okay? The karmic be keeping them hostage through blackmail, okay? That's why he had to say, I'm with a client, you know what I'm saying? Versus telling the truth or being comfortable in his own skin to say, bitch, I don't want to be with you, right? And mind you, I'm just saying him and her, masculine, feminine, but if you know, in energy, it doesn't not necessarily mean male or female. It's just whichever role you're playing. So just take it how it applies, all right? And so the karmic wants you to think of them like the karmic wants you to think of the masculine, or let's just say the karmic wants you to think of your partner, your feminine, whatever, like they ain't shit and you shouldn't be wasting your time with them, so you can walk away from them and they can have them, okay? The second dream message I got, the breakdown was these hoes be projecting, okay? Male or female, they be projecting, okay? And that's why the dream of them popping up, trying to be cute, like, oh, they better than you type shit. That's how they feel about you, okay? Because the truth is, the masculine or your partner, let me just say it like that, feels you the one, and the karmic know that you the one, but they're projecting their insecurities onto you. So that's why you might feel like, well, are they better looking than me? Do they have more than me? Then why are they, you know, with them, and they say they want to be with me type of energy, right? And so, like I said, then you start thinking like, it's my size, it's how I look. Maybe they fuck better, maybe they got more money. But it's like you never used to feel like that. But now more recently, you might have been kind of experiencing those emotions, and that's not you. I just want y'all to know that, okay? And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop up into the Fairy Tale Teens message, okay? So this has to do with Princess and the Frog, as you can see. And Princess and the Frog, and y'all know, as you can tell, I like to use music, and I watch a lot of children movies, but they're so deep, okay? Like, they be so deep. You gotta feel the vibe, you know what I'm saying? So what I want to talk about was Naveen's and Tiana's journey together, because this message is really, it's not for any other reason but to help you remember the why you are here, why you fell in love in the first place, why things happen, and why so much adversity takes place. Because I need you to understand that this is fairy tale love. This is the end all be all type of love. You know what I'm saying? This is the one. And a lot of times we can be discouraged from the one because of so much adversity that's in between it. So much karmic activity. It don't have to just be people. It could just be work, jobs, you know what I'm saying? Situations that arise. Motherfuckers get locked up. Motherfuckers, you know, gotta move, and it's just, life happens. Life really does happen. And when a divine union, which we know is the most powerful type of union, is trying to come into fruition, there's a lot of low vibrational energies that do not want that shit to subside, because if it does, or is that the word? I'm sorry, y'all. Words just be popping up and they come out, and I'm like, is that the right word? But anyway, they don't want this shit to come to fruition because they know how powerful that's going to be, especially for onlookers who need this type of guidance. They have you as a real example of love. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine an old ass couple who hate each other. They about 50, 60 years old, been married for 30 years, and they have never even experienced the love that you guys have displayed. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hateration in this dancery that comes with this shit. So this is more of a message to help you remember and understand some things, because we are in a season of that divine unions, okay? Reunions or meeting your partner, and there's going to be a lot of shit that's going to come in between y'all, or there already has been so much that's come between y'all. But I got some key points I want to hit on to help you kind of understand, like, the reality of it all, because I know what it looks like, but the reality of it all is a whole different story. So, boom. Y'all know I do my notes, so I'm just gonna jump into it. So it says, even though Naveen was actually her divine partner, she still turned into a frog because his vibration was low. That's why he was duped and turned into a frog. Meaning he was out here making faulty ass deals, faulty ass, you know, being with karmics, trying to put money over love, putting different circumstances and shit over himself to get him further. It was just for very selfish and vain reasons, right? And that's why he was duped in the arrangement he was trying to make, and turn into a frog, because he never went into the shit with good intentions anyway. And he got into bed with the devil. He got into bed with the wrong people. You feel me? And so that's why Tiana turned into a frog, because Naveen wasn't walking in his prince likeness. Okay, Naveen was walking around in his frog likeness, right? So when she kissed him, that's why she turned into a frog instead of him turning back into a prince. You feel me? He manifested his wife though, because he kept saying he needed to kiss a princess in order to turn back human. Okay, so just follow me. He needed to kiss a princess, but understand, Tiana she always been a princess, but we gonna get there. All right. He had no idea that he really needed her, that she was as significant as she was going to be to him. So a lot of times your partner, maybe you even feel this way, you had no idea this person would have such a significant weight and be a significant character in your life. You know, this ain't just no side roles, you know what I'm saying, no supporting characters. This is a main character in your life story, okay? And from the beginning, you know, you fall in love, you've got feelings, and all this good and gut happens in the middle, but you don't really have a full idea of how significant this person will be to you, you know? And so on their journey is where he realized, frog or not, this is who I love. This is who makes my heart skip a beat, right? So sometimes the divine will strip us of everything, you know what I'm saying, and break us down to a bareness, okay? Naveen wasn't even able to be a prince no more, walking around like a frog. They're trying to kill his ass and send him back to the swamp somewhere, you know what I'm saying? They're not looking at Naveen like, oh, you know what I'm saying, like, you a prince. Even you a frog, you're a peasant, okay? So the divine, we are royals, you know what I'm saying? Those of us that know, we are royals. But the divine, sometimes at 11:01, I just saw that we got to be broken down. You got to be broken down to a frog, okay? You got to be broken down to an amphibian. You ain't even human right now. I need you to have a different type of experience because I need you to understand who you truly are. But you can't understand who you truly are without going through some shit, out, you know what I'm saying, outside of yourself, outside of your real life, you know what I'm saying? So even though we royals, we going through a lot of adversity because it's a lot of shit up against us, right? But sometimes we need that for character development, okay? And so, like I said, he realized, frog or not, this is who I love. So at the end of the movie, he kind of was like, you know, accepting, both of them started to accept their fate, that maybe we won't be able to be turned back into humans. I'll never be a prince again. And she's like, well, fuck, I'll never be a princess again. Or I'll never be able to be a princess or marry a prince. But I have you. And with you by my side, I got everything I need. You know what I'm saying? That's some beautiful shit. On their journey is where he realized, frog or not, okay, I just said that, sorry. Her bestie, which was kind of a karmic, right, wanted him for herself, for her own selfish reasons. Not that she had any malice towards Tiana or Naveen, but she felt he was better suited for her for obvious reasons. She was rich, he was rich. He had status, she had status. Oh, we belong together. And we'll you know, we fit the look, the aesthetics of it, okay? What's the word I'm looking for? It's the aesthetics, the face, you know, the view, how it looks to people. That's what she was clamoring at, you know, versus actually getting to know him and falling in love with him and letting him fall in love with her. No, it was all for status. Okay. There was literal spiritual warfare standing in the way of the union the entire time. So remember, there was fucking, Naveen had made a deal with the voodoo man, but the voodoo man had his own motherfucking shit going on behind the scenes anyway. He was going to dupe Naveen, right? So, and that's what happened. He ended up getting duped. So it was like the whole time, Naveen thinking shit sweet this way, and he out here, you know, if he would have seen Tiana on the street somewhere, he wouldn't even look twice at her, because he would have been like, you a fucking maid, you a fucking servant, like, you a cook, like, you ain't doing nothing, you ain't got no money out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying, like, you ain't no rich girl type shit. And so he would have never even looked at her, right? So the fact that he got turned into a frog, like, he still was trying to act like she wasn't shit to him. So it just goes to show, like, it had to be broken down this way type shit, because he was never going to see her worth to begin with, okay? They still vowed to get it out to the mud together, frogs or not. Like I said, they both was like, you know what? I'm going to accept my fate. All this adversity has been thrown at us, yet and still you are here by my side. I still got to know who the fuck you are. I still got to, you know, see you outside of, you know, your status, your statute. You're not just no prince, you know, that got money. Like, you're an actual person with a personality, with a spirit, with a soul. You're beautiful. And he felt the same for Tiana, you know, or Tiana felt the same for him, you know, like, they were equal at that point. They got to see each other in the equal. When all the fluff and stuff was away, you are my equal. You are my better half type thing, you know? And that's some beautiful shit. So when they made that decision and they gave it to the universe is when the divine stepped in on their behalf, okay? So like I said, when they made that decision together towards the end of the movie, I know I'm kind of going to be jumping around, but I got points, okay? Towards the end of the movie or whatever, they pretty much accepted their defeat. They accepted where they were, and they were okay with that. It wasn't necessarily what they had envisioned for themselves, but they were going to roll with the punches, okay? When that surrender comes in, when you accept that like that, that's when God really moves in. That's when God be like, finally, God damn, I can do what the fuck I've been trying to do the whole time. Shit. Okay. And that's when they ended up trying to get married, right? They ended up getting married at the swamp. And it was in this moment, because remember, after they said, I do, you may now kiss your bride. So after the fact that they were married, Naveen is in essence still a prince, right? I need a princess to kiss. Tiana always been a princess, but it was, that fate was sealed once she kissed Naveen, who was a prince. So after they said, I do, Tiana has already, she's now officially a princess. He kissed the princess. They both became human again. But that's how God works. You surrender to me, and in the most ironic ass way, I'm going to bring this shit together. I'm going to give you what you asked for anyway. But you got to submit. You got to let it go. You got to roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be real. You got to be real. You got to be authentic. You got to be you. You got to be true. Okay? Divine partners are realizing who was really down for them due adversity. So it was just them. They had what was the little mosquito or the firefly, Ray? They had Ray and his whole family. They had the crocodile or whatever, I forgot his name. They had all of them, you know, they friends that was helping them go to Mama Odie, right? To reverse the spell that was over them and stuff. And they got to learn, like, this is my soul family. These are people that really fuck with me. These people, you know, Tiana had people around her who loved her, but she also had people who saw her, you know, struggle, but did nothing to help her. And then Naveen had people around him that only wanted him because he had money, or wanted to be friends with him and be associated with him because he had money. You know what I'm saying? But as they journey as frogs, they got to see who was really down for them, who really gave a fuck about them, prince or frog, princess or frog. You know what I'm saying? They got to see that. And a lot of times when we go through things, there's a lot of people around us that don't want us to be successful. They don't want us to have that divine love. They don't want, or they want you for whatever their reason is for having you around, right? And that ain't your real soul family. That ain't your tribe. You know what I'm saying? Them is karmics, all right? Okay. See, that's, like I was saying, divine partners realizing who was down for them through adversity when they discarded you. A waitress? You're not a princess. Cast you out. I can't kiss the likes of you, you non-princess, you're non-princess ass. Like, this is how Naveen was coming. But also think, too, this is how other people came at her, and this is how other people looked at Naveen. Like, you ain't, you talk down, you know, talk down upon you, belittle you, acting like you ain't mean shit, you know? And Tiana still had his back. She kept shit 100, and she wanted to go to Mama Odie just as him, you know, just as much as him. Tiana wished and wished for love. She never thought it would come in the form of a slimy frog, okay? Don't think the divine can't convene the most outrageous situations and that can absolutely transform your life literally into another timeline. Who would have thought? Who would have thought the moment she was sitting up there and she looked at that star, Evangeline, in the sky, and she made that wish like, oh, please send me love, true love. And she looked, and there was a frog. And then the motherfucking frog started talking to her. What? The frog started talking to you like, bitch, you'd have been like, is it crack? God, am I dying? I'm sick. I'm sick. Is this a new gift? What the fuck is happening? You know what I'm saying? And so then they get the rapping, and that's how it happened. She ended up kissing him. He like, I just need to kiss the princess, because she had on her princess gown, but she wasn't yet an official princess. So he thinking, you a princess, because, I mean, she looked like one, she walked like one, she talked like one, because she was one, but just not officially, right? So that changed her life. The moment she kissed him. The moment she kissed him, God convened a crazy ass situation to come about to take you on a different type of ride so you can understand something different, okay? Let's keep going. If this person loved me at my worst, it's only right to become my best. Because not only do I get that, do I owe that to myself, I owe that to the people who never let up. Even when when I been did. Oh, even when I been did, like even when I been gave up. Greatly includes the divine partner. So it's like, imagine, like I said before, you got all these people in your ear, in your background, co-conspiring what they think is best for you. But when you was down and out, nobody noticed. When you was down and out, nobody cared. But your divine partner always been there. They always been that one to kind of give you that pep in your step. They give you that extra oomph of love. You know what I'm saying? Even when you couldn't give that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's that beautiful shit. Okay? So, okay, that was the end of the message. I guess this wasn't gonna be too long. So bottom line is just to kind of help you guys remember some shit. Like, remember, I like this sound, it's beautiful. Came in at the right time. Calm me down. Alright. Remember, God's love is pure. God's love is real. God's love is kind. God's love does not boast. It does not envy. Okay? The way that you feel about your partner feels that way about you. I know it's hard to think that right now, those who are not in union or those who have, you know, walked away, you're trying to move on, you're trying to let go, you're trying to get your heart and your spirit aligned, you're trying to clean out the closet, okay? Get all the gook and grime out. But that's the whole point, because the healing is important. The healing is important because when this person do come back, or when you do decide to contact that person again, you're gonna be in a different space. You're not gonna be the person that you were before. You was a frog. You know what I'm saying? Or let's say it like this: you was a prince, and you had a different image, you had a different facade. But when you became a frog, when you went through that transformation that the divine was trying to take you through, okay? When you became a frog, you got to learn yourself. You got to learn who the fuck you were, what the hell it was that you really wanted, what life is really all about. Cause fuck the money, fuck the bullshit, fuck the cars, fuck the house, fuck the image, right? Where's the love at? Who gonna be here for me? Who gonna be really down for me? That's when you really realize this was my person. This is my person. I love that person, or that person truly, really does love me. I could be a prince or a princess and I still have the same person. I could be a frog and I still get the same from this person. You know what I'm saying? I still want to be with that person, you know? And that's the beauty of it. So when you do arrive and God crowns you again, prince and princess, king and queen, whatever it may be, right? And you roll back up on the scene, it's going to be evident that you have transformed, that you have changed, that you have learned different things. So what we don't want to do is push away something that we've begged God for, we've asked and prayed for, we've went through character development for, we've changed our ways for, we changed ourselves for, to benefit the betterment of our future, but to also to bring in some real true shit. So when you arrive back to this person, it's like a beautiful gift. Even though you've always known that beautiful gift that was in the core of the heart of that person, but they might have not known it, and vice versa. They might have saw you a certain way that you couldn't see yourself. But now y'all both is equal because y'all both have been through it. Y'all both was frogs. Y'all both went through the ins and the outs. Y'all both had to go on a journey of self. And as you reach a certain level, because you never quite finish your journey of self, you know. But as you reach a certain point, you guys become prepared for one another. And right now we're in that season where a lot of people are prepared now for one another. So what I don't want us to do is to push our divine partner away because we still being egotistical. Let's be in our higher selves. Let's remember, you know what? I know you hurt me. I know we went through some shit. I know I thought this was unforgivable. I know what I did was unforgivable. I know I put you through some shit. Whichever way it go, right? But go back to go align yourself for a second and just remember those moments, those times when you was going through your frog stage, right? How was the love? Like, remember those times, those moments where y'all look into each other's eyes and there was nothing in the world that could touch you. You felt protected, you felt safe, you felt secure, and you felt on fire. The passion was immense. Remember that shit. Because when that person comes back, they're gonna come back whole. Or when you go back to your person, you wanna go back whole. Don't be afraid of rejection. Stand in your truth, stand in your power. Go get yours. And if you're the person that somebody's coming back to, don't run from it. You don't reject it. You don't be afraid of rejection either. You don't be afraid that they're going to go back and do the things again. If God brought them back in your life and Spirit is telling you, you know Spirit is telling you, they are here for a reason, don't run from it. Absolutely. Make a motherfucker prove some shit to you, but it ain't going to be that hard to tell because this time is the real time. This time is the divine's time. We all know divine timing is the best timing. All right, y'all, but I ain't gonna keep y'all too long because I got a couple more videos to post. So, you already know before I let you go, keep your shit real, tell the truth, keep your shit raw, no holds barred. Then come back and kick it with your favorite brown skin John.